Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Reviews. Back at you today with another one. What I'm looking at is beer from Trogs Independent Brewing. They are out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. This is the Nugget Nectar Ale. I have heard a lot about this beer. Don't think I've ever had it. If I did have it, it was a long time ago and don't remember it. I don't think it was distributed down in Georgia, but I can get it up here in Massachusetts. I have had Trogs beer before, but I don't think I've had this one. This is one of their more popular beers. Comes out every year, I guess in the wintertime. It does say once a year on the back of the label. Very fresh date. Well, I don't know how fresh. I don't know how far they go out with their dates, but it says freshest by 05/03/2023. So well within the freshness date. We are in February now. So looking forward to drinking this. The beer that, or excuse me, 7.5% alcohol by volume. The hops that they use in this beer are Nugget, Warrior, Tomahawk, Simcoe, and Palisade. And it does say on the label, once a year, as the newest lupulus harvest arrives at Trogs, we blend these super fresh hops into an imperial amber ale. Excessively dry hopped, Nugget Nectar is an explosion of pine, resin, and mango. All right. Well, let's go ahead and pour it up. Let's see what we're working with here. Definitely a nice amber appearance right off the bat. Good head forming as well. Lots of streaming bubbles going up the glass. I'd say that's a nice khaki colored two-finger head. The appearance, amber, clear. You can definitely see through it. It's a good-looking beer in the glass. Definitely getting the pine, that resinous type quality. A little bit of caramel malt. Some brown bread. Not getting the mango on the aroma, maybe a little bit on the palate. That'll start to come through a little bit. But I will say this, it's a very pleasant aroma. Definitely more on the hoppy side for an amber ale. Had a lot of amber ales, none really that smell this hoppy on the aroma other than maybe one of the Lagunitas red ales that I had many, many years ago. But this one definitely smells very hop forward. But you still get that nice caramel malt and bready action on the nose. Smells like a winner. None of the alcohol's coming through at all. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. You get that piney, that resinous right up front, but you get immediately afterwards, you get that nice caramel malt, little caramel sweetness, some nice lightly toasted brown bread notes. There's a little bit of a citrus hop note, like a lemon peel or even like an orange, but I'm not getting mango. It's interesting that they specifically listed mango as one of the flavor notes on the label. I'm not getting mango. But I will say that it's absolutely delightful. Alcohol's masked well. The body is really light for 7.5%. I'm going to say that it's on the higher end of light. It really isn't even into the medium bodied range. I mean, look at how light amber this is and clear and nice head retention, nice glass lacing. It's just a super drinkable, hoppy amber ale with a lot going for it. There's a nice balance, even though it is really hoppy. You get a lot of that toasted malt, that caramel malt, a little bit of sweetness from that. So it really kind of balances. They balance each other out. The hops and the malt really balance each other out. And the finish is drying as you swallow it down. So you want to go right back in for another sip. It's really an enjoyable beer. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 95 out of 100. It's right down the middle of an A. It's a solid A for sure. And if you really like hoppy beers, you may even give this a higher rating. Personally, for amber ales, I like them to be a little bit more malty, less hoppy. But this one still has great malt character. It has a nice malt backbone. It's just the hops are very strong. The resinous type qualities that are associated with like West Coast IPAs, there's a little bit of that going on for sure with this one. Carbonation is on the medium side. Very refreshing, enjoyable beer. I just, for my personal preferences, I would say that a more traditional amber ale, a little bit less hoppy, more malty and sweet, and bready, would be up my alley for the style. But I think what they did with this, I mean, they obviously did exactly what they were trying to do because they tell you right on the label that that resinous hop profile, the extra hops, that's what they're intending to do. So they're intentionally making a very, very hop forward amber ale, and I think they did a dynamite job. I love the hand crushing the hop there too. Just simple, but really sticks in your head. Kind of can art on the label there. Really like it. So yeah, 95 out of 100 for the Trogs. Whoop, let's try not to make a mess here. For the Trogs Nugget Nectar, and like I said, they are out of Hershey, Pennsylvania, and they have, I don't know if they have nationwide distribution, but I could get some of their beers in Georgia, see a lot of their stuff up here. So they do have pretty good distribution. If you can find it in your area, it's definitely worth a try. Buy it, try it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. 95 out of 100 for the Nugget Nectar, and we'll see you right here on the next one. Until then, cheers, everybody.